What's that coming over the hill? Is it the sunshine? Oh, you can't even see me. That's how early it is. Come out here. You see me now?
Yeah, it's very early. It's 4:10. And I can't see enough to leave yet, so I'll have some breakfast.
Ah, out the other window, I can see that the moon is about to set. So let's put the kettle on and get ready for some breakfast. Well, good morning. It is, well, it's probably about 4:30 now. I don't want to set off before I can actually see. But I thought I'd give Mr. D a go today. He's just a hay box thermos flask basically for food. What you do is you use the facilities that come inside to cook your food. There we go. Come on. Use that pan to cook the food, which is going to be country garden soup and beans and some rice. Oh, pilau rice evidently. You get it hot and you put it in the thermos flask. And hopefully, when it comes to lunchtime, which is in 6 hours, still hot. Find out later. I had a dream last night. This fellow was talking to me.
Of course I was talking to you! Now get this vessel ready to go to sea!
What? Okay, will do, sir. Now, get that food on the go as well. 5:08 in the morning. And just missing my gloves at the minute. Somewhere down in that dark cabin. There are some gloves. But I'm ready to go. The wind is, well, it's making that move a little bit. It's very, very light. Way lighter than it was at midnight this morning when I woke up, because the boat was giving it this. Whee! Anyway, so let's go. Not very good at reversing. She's determined to go the other way, to which I'm doing right now. Alright then, so I'm hoping that you can see in a moment behind me the two triangles I was talking about yesterday. Might not be able to. We'll see. I've got no idea how the tide will affect me as soon as I come outside of these walls. But I'm looking at those now. Oh, too far. Way too far. A bit more power would help. Come that way. Can you see them? There we go. They're in line there now. I don't think you can see them. Oh, the water flow is pushing me so far downstream. I'm actually pointing upstream just to go parallel. Well, thankfully I haven't run aground. That was not a great example of how to do that. The sun is an amazing colour. How's about that for a view through your window? Red sky in morning, shepherd's delight. Yeah? Oh, I scared them by pointing the camera. That whole structure just had so many cormorants sat on it. It looked bizarre. It looked like some gothic thing that was gothic-y and thing-like. Yeah, I'm tired, aren't I, still? Yeah, waffling about nonsense. But I'm doing 7 knots. I'm pretty much tick over. Woo! Alright, 6.7. Come on, you were at 7 and a bit earlier. You can see where the tide took me downstream a lot quicker than I was expecting it to, and we're at the top of the tide. So that's all flow from the river, that. Beautiful, eh? I've also just realised that at my current speed of 7 knots, I'm going to be getting in Dunbar far too early. Dunbar is a drying harbour. Currently 10 to 11 in the morning instead of 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have no doubt that as I get out of the river I will slow down, and the tide in the North Sea will be against me, because, well, it will be. Anyway, good. All of that Mr. D heating, cooking stuff, probably not needed. I can have lunch tied up alongside, or at anchor. The silhouette that you see here, you can't see all of the lights that are on this telling me what it's doing. You can maybe see the ball diamond ball there, but there's so many other lights on it for night, and working lights, that the red, white, red next to the ball diamond ball is barely visible. There we go. Manu Pekka, as it is known, is looking for ordnance, and it sticks its beak down into the water and sucks away the sand. And they've got a camera on there, and the whole plan is that they will, in time, dredge this area again deeper, provided they don't find any unexploded ordnance. That's Lady Red, if you remember her from the other day. It dawned on me as well, I should perhaps explain ball, diamond, ball and red, white, red. Ball, diamond, ball. We all have shapes that we're supposed to display on our vessels depending what we're doing. So if I'm motoring with my sails up, I'm supposed to have a cone that points down like a triangle, and that says that I'm motoring. And you'll see sometimes fishing vessels have 2 arrows, cones, pointing at each other. Tell you what, I'll put a picture of it there, that's better. Ball, diamond, ball means restricting its ability to manoeuvre, but you can't see the shapes during the day, during the night, so they use lights instead. And red, white, red is the light that they use for restricted ability to manoeuvre. They give each of the channel markers names so that we can find them on the chart. And that one does say Lady Red on it, just in the shadows there. But I can't quite turn right yet, because there's a big lump of green just to the south of me. Not that you would know it was there. I need to go out a bit further. Come on, focus, thank you. Until I'm past that green. And there should be another marker somewhere. Well, there's that one, which is a cardinal to tell me that there's problems to the east of that, the west of that, because that is an east marker. There's barely any wind, but I'm going so fast down that river, I think I might as well put the sail up, because I'm still going to be there at 12:30 even at this speed, and this is peaceful. It's a different river to the one that I came up. Amazing. I've cheated and turned to starboard a little early. Just gone over that little area there, which is a 2 metre contour, but when I was on the 2 metre contour I actually had 5 metres of depth there, and that makes sense because there is 3 metres of tide at the moment, and actually it's a little more than 3 metres of tide, which means that is a little shallower than 2 metres. But I'm okay because I knew that I had good height of tide with me. Let's have a little look here. Should really, if I was obeying all the rules, gone up there and down. But this will now save me. I don't need to save any time today. I'm still getting there at 1 o'clock, look. It's still too early. It's always a game to play, whether you're going to get there on time or too late. You can always anchor up outside and wait for the tide. This is my speed through the water. 6.1 knots, occasionally 6.4. My speed over the ground is 5.2. Whoops! I'll sit down then. Because the tide is against me. This boat is stonking along, and look how flat and beautiful the water is. Not be happy with that, apart from the fact it's 6:30 in the morning and it's still cold. This wind has gone perfect for me. Wind is absolutely perfect. I can point straight at Dunbar. The only slight issue that I have is, see that island? That's the Isle of May. And it's right in my path. There we go. The Isle of May. It's about as close as I'm going to get to her, I think. Every time I've tried to get closer, the wind and the elements just push me away. So, there you go. Started getting a bit spicy, so I've reefed in the sails. That means basically making them smaller, so that I'm not going as I'm not getting pushed over as far, but I'm still going just as fast. I'm amazed at how fast I'm going today. I had to call the harbour. I just said, how early can I get in, please? They said, oh, you should be able to get in from 12. I was like, good, because I'm getting in at 10 past. Can't believe how great a sailing day it has been. Even though the wind has been in the different place to what it was supposed to be, it's not quite on the nose. It's just in the perfect place for a good beat. Quite close to the middle of the boat. I made them even smaller. The wind's really picked up. It did say there'd be a force 6 coming on. It's here. The white horses behind me are just beginning to show. It's a 5-6 thing going on there. And every now and then I get hit with a really big wave and I have to duck. Just like that. Otherwise I'll get wet. Autopilot can't handle it. Alright Dunbar, I'm not gonna lie. This is quite scary trying to get into you. I'm glad I'm not doing this at night, because all I can see is rocks and walls. And I've been promised that if I go to a certain point and go on a certain angle, I will be able to get in. But whilst trying to find that certain point and that go to that certain angle, I've got to also avoid these things. Fishing pots, wherever they are. So filming is going to stop until I'm in. Sorry! Found him! There's some lights flashing up there. And waves crashing. Lights flashing, waves crashing. But I think I'm on the right course. Flipping heck. Big rocks, tiny little harbour. Wow. That was quite something. This is Oor Millie, not Oor Willie. I remember Oor Willie from the newspapers my grandma used to have up in the northeast. Aye, Oor Willie. Anyway, here we are. Welcome to a castle. Right next to a castle, that's good fun. And a lovely little harbour. Apparently they're very shallow moorings, so I was told to stay away from there, and I'm glad I did. And I drifted round and round and round lots in there while I was trying to put my fenders on. Fenders are on. I'm up against a wall, so it means really long lines, just like you're in a lock. But rather than the water going up and down whilst you're expecting it to, it'll do it when you're asleep. So hopefully the lines are the right length to let me go down. I'll touch the ground and not go snappy pops. And when I come up, I need an angel. I'll explain what an angel is if I can find one. Oh, have a look at this. This is my track when I came in. The two green lights were there, and that's what I was lining up until I could see, and then suddenly you could see into the harbour. And then this is where I was putting my fenders on and getting wiggled and blown and everywhere. But here I am, look, right up against the wall. So I'm glad about that. I'm very hungry. It's now 12:55. I'm glad Mr. D has got my dinner ready. Mr. D let me down. Or maybe I didn't run him properly. Oh, hello. Tidy myself up. I guess there wasn't enough, so what was in there just went cold. It's on the hob now, and that's the great thing about him. You can just take him out of his case and put him on the hob. And here we are, all ready for lunch. I can't believe that I got here so quickly. It's been a fight for the last 4 hours because the wind pulled up so strong. The autopilot couldn't handle it, so I was having to steer all by myself. But you know, it's great fun just to be able to do that. The great news about it all is, well, I was just coming thinking, I want a spa or a sauna or something because my back is killing me. Right next to a leisure centre, apparently. He got pointed out to me. So I shall be going for a spa and a sauna and bubbles and a swim and a relax. Because my muscles are aching. And I was thinking a fair bit about that while I was just on that tiller, just using my muscles, controlling my body, just being able to pull at the right time and know that I could put that force in to moving. And thinking about how Parkinson's disease stops people doing that and takes the joy out of life. And one of the things that we talk about is Parkinson's, people living with Parkinson's living the best possible life. And all of the funds that I'm raising, that's all to do with, yes, we want to look for a cure, but I've split everything that you gave gets split percentage wise. Cure is 70%, then 20% goes to the people working with people living with Parkinson's right now, and then 10% goes to startups of people who are helping people living with Parkinson's, whether that would be a fitness class or something. So it's over to you guys. And remember that talking pirate? I think he's got something else to tell us as well. Thank you very much.
My crew and I eagerly request you get your name in the donations list. GoFundMe/hall.moon.turn. For Parkinson's sake, GoFund.me/hall.moon.turn. Thank you. Thank you.